Konnichiwa, Japan fans. In today's show, I'm going to talk about value-based selling, but not what you think. Zaegyo desu. Sore dewa ikimashou. So let's get going. This is the 5th year of the Sales Japan series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, and now my new book in Japanese, Zaegyo, is available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 285. Today, we're talking about a different value-based selling. I was contacted by a national training organization about facilitating training for their clients here in Japan. They solemnly announced they do value-based selling. Well, I think all good salespeople do value-based selling, so I checked out their website to see what they meant when throwing this type of terminology around. As I suspected, it was another one of those persistent reinventions of something old but cunningly repackaged to appear shiny and new. Basically, they find out what the client needs and then supply it. Wow, why didn't I think of that? It led me to think about values in selling rather than value delivery in the sales process. When we meet salespeople, we're going to be impressed by a number of superficial elements. The way they dress and carry themselves are the first indicators we look at. It takes a while to get to know someone, but you can spot a slob very quickly and have severe doubts about any of their claims to be a quality organization. If they drive a luxury car and are well dressed with the watch, pen, suit, and shoes, all obviously expensive, we take these as visual indicators of success. They must be good at what they do because enough other people are giving them their business that they can afford such high quality items. It's the same psychology of the crowd waiting to get into the restaurant. It is a clue that the food must be good because experienced, in-the-know people are lined up trying to get in. We follow the crowd-sourced feedback when making our decisions. We talk with these salespeople. They know their lineup of products. They can answer in depth and with accuracy. They don't need to tell us, let me get back to you on that, because they have the knowledge at their fingertips. They are articulate, concise, and considered in what they say. They allow us to do most of the talking rather than trying to railroad us into a buying decision or trying to overpower us with their ambition to get the deal done. They are calm and in control and are leading us to a buying decision by asking us very well crafted questions. They turn all of their statements into questions. For example, they could just say, this comes with a 12-month guarantee. Now, that is a statement from a salesperson. And as the buyer, based on our previous experiences of salespeople, we may or may not believe that statement. But if we can have the buyer say the same thing, then it's true. And that is what the professional salespeople would have the client doing. In this same example, they would say instead, if you're able to have a 12-month guarantee, would that give you more confidence in agreeing to the offer? As soon as the buyer says yes, then they have validated the proposition that the 12-month guarantee has legitimate value. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Now, today's show is being brought to you on the 21st and 22nd of April. We'll do high-impact presentations. On the 23rd, we'll be doing our professional ongoing education series. 13th of May, we'll do course previews. 18th of May, we'll do the Dale Carnegie course. Check out our website, www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. And they're all available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. And don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The real value component, however, comes from a different angle, and this goes to the heart of who they really are and what are the values they hold. I often talk about the kokoro gamai, or true intention. What is in the heart of the salesperson about serving me as the buyer? Are their recommendations around the profit solution to my problem in my best interests or their best interest? We can never know their entire lineup of products or services, so we depend on them to help us select the right outcome. They know what the margins and profitability tables are for each solution, so are they pushing one that we don't need, but which earns them the bigger commission? This comes back to who they are really. Are we being snowed by their suave manner and obvious competence? Is there kokoro gamai about getting the sale or about getting the reorder? There is a world of difference between these two intentions. After we've bought the solution, will we start to understand whether what we've been told is correct or not? It's too late if we've been taken for a ride, because the monies have been paid and the solution is delivered, but we will become very unhappy with the treatment we've received. The possibility of an upsell or the next sales are extinguished immediately. Their real values have been exposed and our trust is destroyed. The smooth-talking salesperson is the greatest fear of every buyer, because we don't want to be revealed as idiots who fell for it. Once bitten, twice shy, of course, and so that means for every sales interaction with buyers, we have to keep that thought uppermost in our minds. The buyer has plenty of fear already, and our job is to be congruent with our values when we deal with the buyer. that would include walking away from the deal if it isn't in the buyer's best interest. This sounds easy, but requires a lot of integrity because there is that constant pressure to get the results and meet the quotas. If you live your values and you have the right values, then that walk-away decision becomes consistent with who you really are. That is the key to a long and successful career in sales. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Use it and go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.